as I'm boring, this becomes my depth of cut, and I'm going to use this to do my length of cut. 313 was the length, is that right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring it toward me, 20 thousandths. I'm at 34, I'm going to come down to an even 10, so I'm actually coming 24 thousandths toward myself. Now I don't know if this is a diameter or radius machine, I don't remember. I'll figure it out in a minute. But right now I have nothing to measure. I'm not going to measure that factory finish in there because I don't even trust it to be concentric. But once I make a cut, then I will trust it to be a nice round thing that I can actually measure. There's 50, 100. 150, 200. I'm using both hands on this wheel so that I can keep it in constant motion. 250, 300, and 13. Now come on back to the spring cut. And notice it's polishing it up quite a bit as it comes out. It's hard to see with all the junk stuck to it, but it's doing a pretty good job. All right, now I have a cut. First thing I have to do is see if I cut at least 50% of the diameter in there. You have to cut at least 50% so that when you use your inside jaws, you're touching nice, clean, concentric area. I don't want this one to be on a cut piece and this on an uncut piece. I'm not measuring anything worthwhile. Now the other trick is, how on earth do I get here? I don't want to slide this way back because I don't want to reset my zero. So I'm going to try, first of all, I'll get the chips out of there, so I'm not measuring chips. So I'm going to try and measure. Yes, yes. Because they're sharper than they look. Now, being careful where I place these inside jaws and seeking very much for that widest part, I'm going to measure the inside diameter. 1.662. Let's take a couple measurements. 1.662. And 1.663. So I'm going to call it 1.662. Again, I'll never remember that number, so I got to write it down.
So you have like 25 thousandths left to cut?
Yeah. I haven't looked yet as to what our diameter is going to be. What are we going to?
1.687.
Okay, so I'm going to do some subtraction here. 687. That gives me the 15 left to go. What did I do wrong here? 7 minus 2. Oh, thank you. 25 thousandths left to go.
And if this is a radius machine, so you'd do it half. But if it was, you would.
I won't know till the next cut.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You expect me to remember something from last?
But it'd be half that on the dial.
I trust you all. I don't know. I'm going to wait one more cut and find out for myself.
Well, this is your last cut, so you gotta make it right.
You're going to do like 5 or 10. Right, because if it's a diameter machine, I'm going to hold right past my dimensions. That's exactly correct. So I'm going to take a 5 thousandths cut. See what happens. So I'm going to back this off towards me counterclockwise, 5 thousandths.
So if you didn't know, you'd have to cut, like you're saying, just 5 thousandths, and then measure it, and then you'd see whether it was 5 or 10.
Right.
That's a, all right, right.
It's actually a radius machine that I built past on, not a diameter. Thank you, Fred.
Right.
So here we go. There's 10 thousandths. Heading back in my 313. Surprised how much I'm getting on the spring cut. That's really polishing it nicely on the way back. Alright, so I'm either going to be at 1652 or 1657. Approximately. Oh, exactly. Now, if I were off, what could be wrong? I forgot to set the height of my tool. That's one thing. Actually, that's the most likely thing. 1.674. Wasn't expecting that. Try another one here. 1.674 and 1.675. So I actually took off about 13 thousandths. Maybe I did forget to set the height of my tool. I'm actually going to check it real quick.